Hi guys, hello. I am here to review Ready to Love season 2 Meet the Cast. That is the sneak peek. I did a live watch on it, but I just wanted to get more in details with the guys and just kind of tell you guys what I think about them because I did get some requests to know who they are. And so I just wanted to do that. I have my notebook here. It's a notebook my husband brought home from Houston. So I have the girls, 10 guys, 10 girls. And I'm already starting to feel some of them out. I am sorry to say that not one of the guys I would have gone out with or given them my telephone number. No, I would not. I am wearing my hat in support of my sisters and brothers who are winning against cancer. I don't like to say struggling against cancer. 'Cause struggling is not a good word, but winning against cancer. I will be doing my mammogram next week. This will be my third one. So I'm encouraging my sisters and brothers because now men are being diagnosed with breast cancer to do what we can do to, just preventive actions. Just do our part. I lost one of my very, very good friends that I went to school with this year to cancer. She's my age. Her mom passed of cancer a few years ago. She found a lump. She never told anyone. She never told her husband. She never told her friends. No one knew. She never told anyone. And by the time they found out what was wrong with her, it was too late. It was stage 4. My name is Janice, and welcome back to Church Girls Want to Get Married too. But I just want to encourage my sisters and brothers um, to do what we can do. Um, you know, get our mammograms, get our pap smear, ladies. My husband turned 50, went and got his prostate check. So whatever we can do. Again, my friend, my age, has a child, my son age, and she's with the Lord. She's with the Lord. So I'm wearing my hat in support of my sisters and my brothers. And again, I'm going to get my mammogram next week. And I do it around my birthday. I just had a birthday because, remember, birthday, physical, pap smear, mammogram. Okay. All right. So again, welcome back to Church. We're going to get married. My name is James Hilton. I'm going to be reviewing Ready to Love. I'm going to go over the cast and tell you who they are and what I think about the guys and the girls. And then I will come back maybe tomorrow morning. I'm not sure, tomorrow sometime. And then I will do the review for the first episode. Okay. I have my notebook here. So again, I am sorry to say that if I had met any of those guys, I would not have gone out with any of them because none of them is my type of guy. So it's hard down in the ATL. Okay. So the first guy was London. He's 41, and I think he said he just packed up 6 months ago and moved from Houston to Atlanta. He was trying to be a football player, but it didn't work out for him. When he moved to Atlanta, he went on dating sites and he was trying to meet somebody. He hasn't met anyone, and so he wanted to try this. Something he says he had on a very very nice blue suit. Now I love a man in a suit. Okay, but he's like one of those big thick football player type guys, and so for me, not for me. Okay. Um, you can see my face. He said something, ladies, and my book, 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet on Social Media. My book is very, very good for Ready to Love because you will learn about the different types of guys and you will pay attention to what they say and kind of put that in the back of your mind and say, like London said, he attracts pockets. Okay. So he's 41 years old and he's still attracting thought pockets, which probably means he's a thought too, because you can't attract a thought if you're not a thought. Okay. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, you're 41. When do you stop attracting the thoughts? Okay. Um, he said that's not what he wants. He don't want the thoughts. And he said usually he goes for the pretty woman, but now he just wants somebody he's equally yoked. And I thought, well, not because she's pretty does not mean she's not equally yoked. There are a lot of pretty women out there that men can be equally yoked with. But I think what he's saying, he always went just for the pretty face, as long as you have a pretty face, but everything else was just kind of messed up. So I think that's what he's saying. He said he's done it all, and now he's looking for his superwoman. Pay attention, ladies. Superwoman, okay? Superwoman. Okay, he's 41. He's getting older, and he hoped that the woman he meets is athletic. Thank you for those thumbs up, and good night to you. And so that he can get the number one draft pick, so he does not have to worry about his 401k. Now, this is something I was going to write about because I heard somebody else saying it's as if to me, it's as if some parents are sitting down and waiting for their kids to make it. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I'm having some computer problems. They're waiting for their kids to make it versus trying to make a life for their kids. And I know so many people, right, who have a son and who he's going to play basketball, and so you live in the hood or you live in the ghetto or you live in the projects until you're hoping that your child is going to, get a contract or something versus working towards getting your child making a better life for your child. So I'm going to be writing about that on my blog, JaniceHiltonBlog.com, where you can also get my book, 23 Types of Guys You Can Meet on Social Media. And there's also a free sample. And then also The Naked Wife is on there. I'm a writer, y'all. I love to write. And then my book I wrote for my daughter, Alexa in Crass I Am. That's her on the cover. Okay. So again, London is 41. Okay. Darren from Atlanta, he's 35. He's a personal trainer. He said something. He said he's not sure if people's in the zodiac, but he's a Capricorn. He's career driven and very ambitious. His ex was in Ohio. She was not ambitious. That's very important, ladies. That he's saying, oh, he kind of broke up with her because she wasn't ambitious and got her to move. They got to move to Atlanta. She proposed to him. I got a problem with that. She proposed to him. Okay. Now I know some of you are whatever, you love and propose. If that's what you do, then that's fine. Okay. Me, on the other hand, no, ma'am. So she proposed to him, and then he later finds out that it was a ploy to get him to stay in Atlanta, but she wasn't career driven, and she was not ambitious, and stuff like that. But he's still in Atlanta. He says at this point in his life, listen, ladies, this is why my dad always say, give the time man to grow up. Okay. And the producer, I forgot his name, he was saying how you don't know what you want in your 20s, because in your 20s, when you get to your 30s, you want something totally different because you're not really developed into knowing what you want. And he said at this point in his life, his career and his finances are on cruise control. You know what that means? He has established himself. He has built himself up. He is financially secure. He is secure in his career. And right now, he just is looking for that one. So I like that about him, that he got himself established and his finances are good. His career is good. So he's not looking for a woman to help with money. Okay. He's not looking for a woman to take care of him. Even though he said something I did not like. He said that he's looking for a life partner to make an improvement on his life, and he will make an improvement on his life, on her life. But we don't need each other. He says she don't need me and I don't need her. Now, need, ladies, is big for guys, right? Men want to feel needed. So when Darren say he don't want her to need him, I have a problem with that. Okay? That's not good because men want to feel needed. Okay? Men want to feel needed. So how does he not want her to need him and he don't need her? I have a problem with that. Chica, Shaka, whatever his name is, the way he said it, that was very nice. 42, he's a barber. His last relationship was 10 years and 2 years. Now, Tommy and what's his name was saying, oh, he can be in long-term relationship. I have a book coming out very soon about all these long-time relationships and boyfriends and girlfriends. So he was in this relationship for 10 years. 10 years he was in a relationship and 2 years. Never proposed to the girls. Okay. He said he's a barber. He quits his barber shop and starts to bring the clients to his house. That's good. You keep your money in your pocket or you have your business in your house. So that's a tax write-off for you. So that's good thinking. He didn't say why, but I'm thinking that's good. He said, even though he was in a 10-year relationship, he wasn't ready. He made a lot of mistakes. He didn't speak up as a man. He kind of just let stuff go and he was tiptoeing, like walking around on eggshells. And he wants someone who compliments him. So that's nice. Because, ladies, the Bible says that we are the crown to our husband. Okay? So we are our husband's crown. So we are to compliment our husbands. It's like our husband is the sun and we are the moon. Okay? And where does the moon get its light? The moon gets the light from the reflection from the sun. Okay? So I like what he said. He said he wants somebody to compliment him. That's very good. And ladies, I want you ladies to understand that some men they want, they talk about the trophy girl. I don't, to me, okay, that's what he wants. As long as he can take care of her. So he's looking for somebody who can compliment him. And now he's ready. He said he was not ready. Oh, my nose, child. Where's my tissue? My little boy was cleaning up. And he said he wasn't ready, right? That's important because, again, my daddy always said, ladies, we have to give guys time to get the dog out and we have to give them time to grow up. So a lot of these men were saying when they were in their 20s and their early 30s, they were not ready to settle down. They made a lot of mistakes. Now they're in their 40s. They've grown up, they've matured, they've done it all, and now they are ready. Okay, my husband was in his mid 40s when we met. He was in his mid 40s. He said he didn't find anyone that he wanted to do all of what he's doing as being a husband to. He didn't find that person. And so that's why he wasn't married. And my husband's never been married and no kids. Okay. I'm his first and only wife. I'm He's my first and only husband. And my son is his only child. Okay. So moving on. I'm gonna do the guys first, okay? I'll just do the guys first. So moving on, number 4 is Brett. He's from Atlanta. He owns his own behavioral health. He's an entrepreneur. That's good. He said he started graying when he was 13, and the women love it. I like a little bit of gray, but not too much, child. You see, my husband, he got salt and pepper right now coming in, so he still looks good. And he said that none of his exes complain, and he's still good friends with his exes. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. He struggles, listen, he struggles with letting women in. So that to me made it sound something happened. Okay. Something happened where he has shut down and now he is struggling with letting women in. He said he wants someone he can trust to build with and to grow with. Now, I'm always a little bit leery of men who said they want to build with. I'm not out. I'm not a construction worker. I don't lay bricks. I don't mix mortar. When I show up, I need you to have already built. So is he looking for somebody to put his 50 and her 50 together? Christina, hey girl. Hey, Christina. Let me call Lexi. I need some tissue. So is he looking for I'm suspicious of men that's I want somebody I can build with. You mean your house is not ready? You want me to help you to build your house? Okay, okay. I don't know about how I feel about that. I'm calling Lexus so she can bring me some tissue. Okay. Number 4. Number 5 is Jimmy. Jimmy is that guy. I feel like he's the guy that's a turn off to me. Like if I met him, I would just want to get out of his presence. Hey Lex, could you please bring me down some tissue? Okay. Thank you, baby. He's like that guy that what's up? Ooh, turn off for me. Christina, you watch Ready to Love? Ready to Love is good for you to watch, Christina, along with my book, 23 Types of Guys You May Meet on Social Media. Learn about the different guys. Did you get the free sample? Let me type it here. Go to my blog, JaniceHiltonBlog.com. JaniceHiltonBlog.com. Get your free sample. Thank you. Get your free sample of 23 Types of Guys You May Meet on Social Media. Okay? You floss and brush your teeth? Yeah. Okay, good. Put your night cream on. Okay? Okay. So Jimmy, 39 from GA, he said he is the number one listing realtor in Atlanta. That's good, ladies. Good business. Okay? But to me, he's like a turn off. I think somebody said in episode 1, that he's like that old that car salesman. He just say what he needs to say to get the sale. Yeah, that type of person. You did, Christina. How you liking it? How you liking it? Please share it out. Um, Send an email to all your friends. Say, y'all come read this. So he's divorced. He's from Atlanta. He's divorced. He said he's never really been this single. Okay. Jimmy said he has never ever really been this single. I'm saying what my daddy said. My daddy said a man always have somebody. Always have somebody. Stop thinking he ain't got nobody. He always got somebody, honey. Even if it's just for some cuddle buddy, in my book, cuddle buddy, or some friends with benefits. A man always have somebody. And here Jimmy is telling us that. He said he's never ever really been this single. So that means maybe the well is almost dry and ain't nothing going on. Okay. He's very needy. He's very needy. See, I don't like too much of a needy man, you know, like a baby. Can't wipe your nose, can't wipe your butt, can't put your shirt. I can't. I just can't. He's very, very needy. He's probably the type of man that will take his drawers off and leave it on the floor in front of the hamper. Woo, child. Mm-mm. He said because he's been this single, he's remembering a lot of the mistakes he made. He was married from 2010 to 2013, 3 years. My daddy said you're supposed to still be on your honeymoon. Try to keep your marriage as a honeymoon. Yes, we go through things. Yes, stuff happens. Yes, you argue. Yes, you have disagreement. Yes, you're not always going to agree. But at the end of the day, make sure you come back to your marriage, especially in your marriage being a honeymoon. And I've shared with you guys that my husband and I, we believe in continual counseling. So a few times a year, we go see a marriage counselor. I might go in and sit and talk to him. He might go in and sit and talk to him. We go in and sit together just in case there's anything that's bugging me that I feel like he's not hearing, or something that's bugging him that he feels that I'm not hearing, or just to maintain our marriage. You think about your body, right? Some people just go to the doctor when you're on the deathbed. No, you're supposed to maintain, right? We go get our physical yearly, ladies. We get our pap smear, ladies. Pap smear yearly, ladies. 40, our insurance will pay for us to go get those mammograms for women that their mom or grandmother has cancer, died of cancer. Then they can go every year. I believe my coworker, her mom passed of cancer when she was 23, and so she's been getting a mammogram every year. We go to the dentist every 6 months. You're supposed to go every 6 months. Okay. I just took my daughter. She goes every 3 months because she had braces and she doesn't brush properly and do what she needs to do properly. So insurance is paying for her to go every 3 months. So every 3 months, she goes and they do what they need to do. She just went last month and she'll be going again November or December. You bring her your car to get it maintained, right? Winter is coming. My husband's going to take the car to the shop to get it winterized. So your marriage is just like everything else. Some people get married and then they never see the pastor, never see the counselor until you're getting a divorce. Probably why you're getting a divorce, because you're not maintaining your marriage. All right. So he said because he's been this single, he's remembering the mistakes that he made. He said his wife was very caring. Okay, remember he said he's very needy. Who is calling my daughter at 9:30 at night? They know nobody calls after 8:30. He said he liked that his wife is very needy, was very caring. Thank you guys for those thumbs up. Please check those thumbs up. She was very caring and he's very needy. She probably got tired of taking care of him like he's a 2-year old. And see, women, we have to be careful because we think, oh, we can do it and we can bring him the water and we can bring him everything and he sits and act like a baby and you're okay with it. But then you get tired of it. He said, I'm very needy. Another thing he says, ladies, is he said he hates when he meets a woman Sunday. He said, oh, let's go out. And she's like, how about Friday? He said, Friday? What happened to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? So he hates for the woman to make him wait to get a date. Remember, when I met my husband, he said he was going to call me and take me out. I said, okay. I didn't hear from him. Guess what I was doing? Going out, dating, my books, my first book, Praying for Our Children, meeting other people, so on and so forth. He called me a month later after I posted a picture of me on Facebook on another date. Now, of course, not showing the guy. And I said something about my waistline. He jumps on my comment and said, or in my inbox, I said, there's nothing wrong with your waistline, blah, blah, blah. That was Thursday. I remember because he wanted to take me out the next night, which was Friday. I told him, no, I have a date. I had no date. He said, what about Saturday? I said, no, I'm busy. I was busy. I was home. Okay. He said, what about Sunday after church? We could do brunch. I said, no, I already have plans for brunch. I had a brunch date. He said, what about Monday? So I went out with him on Monday. So you see, ladies, the guys, they want to, oh, I'm going to take you out tomorrow night. And then the mistake we make is, okay, okay, like you don't have a life, like you don't have anything else, like you don't need to begin to create curiosity in him and let him wait. And so before we got our dinner that night, he already asked me out for another date on Tuesday night. Guess what I said? I said, no, I'm busy. But I went out with him Wednesday. And then Wednesday he asked, can I take you out again tomorrow night? And I was like, no, I'm busy. He was like, what about Friday night? I said, I think I went out with him Friday. And I went out with him Saturday morning for a little breakfast because he was flying out that Sunday or something. So ladies, let them wait. If he really wants you, he really want to take you out, he will wait. So he said, Jimmy's saying he hates that. He said it's time, he's ready, it's time to start a family, and he's willing to do what it takes. So I hope the producers will address with him how needy he is. And maybe he needs to go get some counseling, or maybe he's a mama's boy that is still washing his drawers for him and taking care of him and cleaning his house. Okay? That's Jimmy. Jimmy, who's 39. I'm doing the guys first. Then there is Mario. He's from Mississippi. He's divorced. He had on a very nice, sexy suit. I don't know if it was like silver grayish, very nice. Y'all know I love a man in a suit. My husband wears a suit and tie to work every day. I love men in suit, child. Woo, child. Woo. You ever see President Barack Obama in his slacks and he have that shirt rolled up? Woo! And even George Bush the second, when George Bush is right walking up that little hill on the White House, and he got his shirt rolled up, girl, that's but you wouldn't have noticed unless you love men in suit or slacks and dress shirts. Because they're laughing at me. Okay. So Maris 41 had on a very nice suit, but I still wouldn't go out with him. I would not have gone out with any of these guys. For me, they're not the type of men I like. I like more white collar type of well spoken men type guys. And these guys were all just like hood. I'll do hood. Nothing wrong with hood. I'm just saying for me. Okay. He's a tax accountant. He owns his own company. He's supposed to be like Kevin Hart or something. Has three daughters. He has a little money. He's divorced. He is an adrenaline junkie. That's important to know, ladies, because if you're not a adrenaline junkie, that might drive you crazy. Like I wouldn't have gone out with him. He want to go skydiving, all this crazy kind of stuff that I'm like, I'm gonna stay on the ground. Daughters 25, 18, and 6. He's a grandfather, and the baby called him G Daddy. That's cute. He said the last woman she was, listen, thank you guys for those thumbs up. Check your thumbs up, please. He said the last woman, listen, was strong, independent, and wanted to wear the pants. Listen to what he's saying. In other words, she was trying to be the man. This is what he's saying. He said she was strong, she was independent, and she was trying to wear the pants and trying to be the man. And he was like, I'm not having that. Well, when I grew up, I was the man. My man, daddy was the man. And he wasn't having that, and she wasn't having it. Okay. He said, and he was married. That's what the wife. He said the last 3 years was rocky. And listen, he said the first marriage was practice. 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 That's what he said. Don't be the girls. Don't be the woman he practiced with. Do not be that girl. Okay. And he say for his second marriage, he's gonna know what to do. He's gonna be ready because he knows what to do. So don't forget that. Listen to what he's saying. She was strong, she was independent, and she wanted to wear the pants. So, ladies, if you want a man, a husband, you have to make sure you choose right, choose correctly, because it's as if they were battling for positions. She wanted to wear the pants, and he was like, "We ain't gonna have that. I'm the man." And it's scary when the man have to keep saying he's the man because she's trying to be the man. So either she didn't trust him to lead, ladies. Either she didn't trust him to lead, or maybe he wasn't a leader, and maybe he was just kind of shouting and making demands and stuff. That's not what he said. I was just thinking, but he wasn't like the leader or anything. And then there's just some women who want to be the man. You don't want him to lead. You don't want to sit back and allow him to lead. And ladies, it's important in choosing your husband. Make sure he's a man you can honor, respect, you can allow to lead, you can trust his judgment. And I always say, make sure you admire him. If he's not a man you can admire, don't marry him. People still ask me, how long y'all been married? Y'all newlyweds? I was like, no, we've been married almost 7 years. It was like the way you look at him and to talk to him and talk about him, it's like you just got married. No, but I admire my husband. I respect him. I look up to him. He impresses me. I'm proud of him, and I admire him. So when I look at Michael, I'm like, okay. So that's a way to avoid some of all of that in your marriage and relationship. Okay. If you built him, if you fix him up, if you help him to become who he is, you're probably not going to respect him much. Okay. Okay, let's move on. Carrie, child, Carrie 51, Carrie old. 51 is not that old. My husband is in his 50s. Of course, we've been married for almost 7 years. But if I don't tell you guys that my husband is in his early 50s, you would never know. My husband was in his mid late 40s when we got married, and people thought he was like in his late 30s. My husband looks good for his age, and he doesn't walk old, he doesn't talk old, he doesn't look old, he doesn't dress old, he doesn't smell old. Harry walk old, look old, talk old. He's from Michigan. He's working for the largest diabetes corporation in Atlanta, pharmaceutical. He's been single for 5 to 6 years. He's had a few failed marriages. Failed marriages. Run for the hills, ladies. Run for the hills. Okay. He's done playing the fields. He's now for keeps. Single parent of one son. He's still. I like this. What Carrie said. He said, "I still believe in boy meets girl." That's that older type of guy who I'm the man. Let me meet her. Let me ask you out and stuff like that. Wait a minute. Who was it that said Brett? I forgot to say. Brett said he's aggressive in pursuing women. Okay, Brett, he's aggressive in pursuing a woman. So that's good because he believes in pursuing the woman, right? So that's a good thing. Um, he's looking for a game changer. Okay. Carrie, after all his failed marriages, he didn't say how many failed marriages he had, but he's looking for the game changer. Okay. Terrell, 42, PK. He's from Wisconsin, but of course living in Atlanta. He said people say PKs are preachers' kids. So I'm a PK, okay? My father's a preacher, my father in the faith, of course. And said PKs are either bad or extremely good. He works for veterans. He's a veterans advisor. He was 18 when he had his first sexual experience, and the woman was 26 years old. Everybody was like, "Whoa, how did you manage that? How you handled that?" He was like, "You know what? I was just being who I am." He said he was extremely bad. He's a bad boy. He was just a bad boy that never got caught. He said he was doing the woman, the 26-year-old, he broke it off, and the woman came to his house, knocked on the door. His mother opened the door, and that's when his mother knew he was having sex. And he said he grew up with both parents, and he said that's what he wants. He wants what this is why I know mommies and daddies, we have to do the best we can. I had my daughter when I was 16. Thank you guys for those thumbs up. I appreciate them and good night. Thank you. So I'm from Jamaica, y'all. So when we see somebody, we say good night. Okay, but when over here in the United States, when we leave, we say good night. But when we see somebody, so if you come here to my house, I would say good night because that's how we greet people back home. I don't know. It's still in me. So when I say good night, I don't mean don't leave, stay with me. Okay. So, and he wants that. So, I had my baby at 16. I was 19, 18. My daughter was 18 or 19 when I got married. Okay. So, we do the best we can, but that two parent mom and dad is very important for kids. They need it both. Okay. Then there is a Michael, of course. My hubby is Michael. I still wouldn't go out with this Michael. He's a truck driver, loves his job. People's not hanging over him. He's a people person. He meets. He likes to meet people in public. He has a store, but when he went to deliver a 60-inch screen TV, and the lady said, "Can you bring it upstairs?" And he said, "Oh no, Lord, this is not going to end well." Anyway, she went up. He went upstairs, and he's putting the TV down, and she opened up her robe, and all she had on was a bra. And he said, "Oh no, this is not going to end well." He could see the ring on her finger, and he did what he said. He bent down to put the TV, and he could feel her breathing on his neck. He said he had to do something or say something to her and get out of there because he did not want her husband to come home and catch him. He wants a woman who has herself together and is ready. Okay, wants her have herself together and is ready. John, last one, last guy, 36 from Jefferson, Georgia, Digital's CEO. He owns radio company, own World Star Marketing. So I guess World Star, that's the owner that's on the show, or he's has something to do with World Star. Single for a year, he said, because he felt that the last relationship he was in, it was all about money. All the woman wanted was about money. But you have to realize, guys, especially when you're out there and you're a man of means, women are going to expect you to do for them. And, you know, now, ladies, don't all be about money. I don't believe in asking men for money. My daddy told me don't ever ask a man for money unless it's your brother, uncle, or your father. Okay? If he offers, that's something else, but don't ask. Have your own. Okay? He's been celibate for 2 years. He's a spiritual person. He believe in soulmate, equal marriage. He said if you meet you, you're not his soulmate. He wouldn't marry you. He's not gonna waste your time, and he's not having sex until he gets married. At first, when I saw John, I was like, because I was holding on for dear life. Like, come on, 10 guys, and I don't like one of them. But child, I don't like John either. So those are the guys. Okay. To the girls, to the gals. Alexis, my daughter's name is Alexia. Love her. She's like Tony Braxton, and all the guys love her. They're all fighting for her. She's cute. She's petite. She's like Tony Braxton. She's in softwares. She worked for software for 10 years. Her longest relationship is 6 years. All you ladies sending these long relationships for what? Get the book. 23 times the guys remind me in social media. Stop wasting your time. Learn how to gather data. Only date men who want to get married. If they don't want to get married, move on. Do not waste your time. Stop wasting 5 and 6 and 10 years waiting for him to be ready. Because when he is ready, ladies, he might not want to marry you. So she was in this long-term relationship for 6 years, but it's okay. It molded her and it helped her to realize what she would put up with and what she would not put up with. I have no butt shots here because a lot of her pictures was her butt shots. Okay, maybe one, but all your pictures should not be butt shots. She said something I didn't like. She's an alpha female. Ladies, we need to stop describing ourselves and dub ourselves alpha female. She said she will grab the reins, honey. If you don't, she'll do it. And she said she will trample over a man if he's not strong. She said, or bend, she said she'll bend him over. She'll bend him over or whatever you like. She'll do it to you. She needs a leader. She wants a leader. She wants somebody she can submit to. And she wants somebody who will allow her to be feminine. That's important. I, I wanted a leader. So it was very important for me to have somebody that's a leader that I can look up to, that I can admire, that I can honor, and that I can respect. Okay. So I kind of understand what she's saying. I just don't like that she describes herself as an alpha female, but that's probably because she's an alpha female, then she attracts feminine men, which is why she has to grab the reins, trample all over them, take control, bend them over, you know. that kind of stuff, because she's the alpha female. So that's why she see, when you're the alpha female, you're going to attract feminine men. When you're the feminine woman, you will attract alpha male. So if you're an alpha female, you are not going to attract an alpha male because you're just like him. And men are looking for very soft, very feminine women. So if he meets you, you're an alpha female, you're just like him. He's not interested in a woman who is just like him. Yes, you wear a dress, you talk like a woman, and you look like a woman, but you're just like him. And he doesn't want an alpha male, does not want another alpha male. You're acting like him. So he don't want that. So that's why Alexis attracts very soft, very feminine men who she can trample over, walk all over, take control, bend them over. Her words. Because she's an alpha female. So in order for her to attract an alpha male, she's going to have to come on down, bring it down, be soft, be feminine, and stop trying to take control. But I love her. I love her. All the guys love her. In episode 1, all the guys want her. Okay. Divine is another one. A lot of the guys love Divine. 44. She's the corporate America, 10 years in direct sales. She's also in real estate. Last boyfriend, 34. You 40. In your 44. What to do with a 34-year-old boyfriend wasting time? Get the book. Get the book. 23 types of guys you might meet on social media on my blog, JaniceHiltonBlog.com. Ladies, if you want a husband, don't waste time with time wasters. He's a waste of time. And she said, he wanted a baby. And she was like, child, please. She might have one egg all the way in the back, but she wanted the one egg to stay there. Okay. So he was like a boy toy to her. She said something that was interesting. Men are spoiled. In Atlanta, men, there's so many of them. It's like 20 to 1, 20 women to one guy, heterosexual male we're talking about here. And they're waiting for the woman to approach them versus them approaching the woman. And she was like, I'm not doing that. And I'm like that. I'm not approaching any man. I didn't. When I was single and dating, nope. You see me, you want me, you come talk to me. She had a great career and she's ready. She has no baggage and she is ready. She's getting older. She wants somebody to settle down. Kimber, 34. I guess she's from Atlanta too. She's a realtor. A lot of realtors. Funny story. So Kimber, the last guy she dated, last boyfriend, said he laid floors. Listen, ladies, my husband tell me don't make assumptions. Okay, unless it's a TV show or something that we can assume. But in real life, don't make assumptions. He told her that he laid floors. So guess what? She assumed he had his own flooring business. Child, he was lying. She thought he had his own flooring company. She said she misjudged him and allowed him to ride longer than he should have. So he was living off of her, riding off of her. She was putting up with his bull crap. Child, he in jail now. He's locked up. He's in the big house, she said. She said now she's more grounded. She's more focused. Her clock is ticking. She is getting older and she's ready to settle down. Beware of that ticking clock. I have a book coming on the ticking clock. Beware, ladies, if your ticking clock, because when your clock starts ticking, you start, doing some stuff you shouldn't do because that clock is ticking. Okay? So be careful. Condi is 42. She's 42 and fabulous. Aggressive. She said, I'm aggressive. I have a strong personality. Another one of them. Another one. Okay. She likes tall men. I do too, girl. She says she's the Miss Parker. People think that she's younger than what she is, so when she goes to her daughter's school, the boys be hitting on her, and she has to tell them, I'm old enough to be your mama." She says she like nice tall men with a big dingaling. Mr. Dingaling is right here in the book. Mr. Dingaling. Mr. Dingaling is under Mr. Six. Let's see, Mr. Six, 125. Is he the first one? Mr. Dingaling. Mr. Dingaling, right here. Mr. Dingaling, right here. Okay? So she like him tall, Mr. Big Dingaling, right here. Can you see it? Big Dingaling. Get the book. JamesHudsonBlog.com, free sample, and then buy the book because it's also on sale because it's my birthday. Okay, so I think it's $15.99 or something. So she wanted a tall man with the big dingling. She's basically asking, she don't know what she's doing wrong. You're aggressive. That's what you're doing wrong. You have a strong personality. She's the loudest one in the room. That's what she's doing wrong. That's why she hasn't met anybody that's willing to stay. Nina. Nina is 32. She's never been married. She was hurt in her 20s. Nina is the girl that a lot of women are stuck in your head. And I'll talk about that on the first episode. I'll do the review maybe in the morning if I get up early. Nina is stuck in her head because she's thinking, oh, I can't date 10 guys at one time. And somebody said, well, I only want to date one guy. She said, well, somebody, I think it was Brett, said, one guy is not a guarantee. He said 10 men are not a guarantee. So Nina is a lot like a lot of us, stuck in our head talking about this is not how it to be. And what is dating? Dating is all about gathering data. This is why I love this show and I love this book about how to gather data on the guys you date, how to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves in dating, because you're learning to gather the data and get the information. She's 32, never been married. She's in my shoes. She was hurt in her 20s. She wants love because it's time. Has a 7-year-old who wants to know when she's going to get married and have another baby. So she said she was dating this guy and she was at his apartment. She was on his phone, his computer. She was looking for something and she pressed G. All of a sudden, all these gay websites starts coming up. And she's like, oh no. She's like, oh no. Oh, he's not gay. No. Oh no. Child, she said she found a video of her boyfriend having sexual relations with another man. I was like, whoa. Okay. And she wasn't looking around, sneaking around or anything. She was on his computer. Yes, child. Mm-hmm. So her trust has been violated and she's looking for somebody that she can trust. Okay. She's a licensed massage therapist. Reva, a lot of these women are older, but very, very, very few men like women their own age. Very few. Okay. Very few. I have somebody that stopped talking to me. She was my friend. She stopped talking to me because she felt like my husband should have been married to somebody that's her age or his age. Very few men are interested in women their age. My husband was in his mid-40s. I was in my mid-30s. I was 34 when I met him. I had just turned 34. Very, very few men wants a woman their age. So at 46, he didn't want no 46-year-old woman. He wanted somebody 34, 35, 36. Okay? So one thing I noticed is a lot of these older women and the guys are about the same age. A lot of the women are older than the guys. I think Carrie's the oldest one at 51. Shaka is 42. Mary is 41. Britt is 39. Carrie's, so all these women 43, 44, 30. I don't know. I don't know. She's from Gary, Indiana. She's an IT professional. I love her because she said her parents were preachers, I believe. Parents never let her spend the night out. I don't believe in letting kids spend the night out. The one night her mama let her spend the night out. The boy from school she was feeling was there, had sex 4 pumps. She said 4 pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. She let him stop because it was hurting. Guess what? The girl got pregnant. Girl got pregnant, child. So the mama had to quit the job and kept the baby. She went in the military. She's been in the military for 20 years, 3 months, and 2 days. She's been married for 11 years. She left the husband because he was cheating. She wants somebody she can trust. She wants honest, and she wants to come home to her own D. And she said something. She said she trusts you until you give her a reason not to. Nope, I don't trust nobody. I don't trust you until you give me a reason to trust you. I don't know you. Talk about I trust you till you give me a reason to. No, trust no one, ladies. Okay, don't go to nobody's house for no Netflix and chill. I don't get in his car. It was months before I got in Michael's car. Michael didn't have a car. That's a long story. But every time we had a date, he showed up with a car. He rented a car to come meet me for my date. Can I drop you off? No. Can I pick you up? No. I didn't say it like that, but it was like, oh, oh no. I'll drive because, just in case there's an emergency, I need to get home to Alexia. And our dates would last 2 hours. That's it. Because my baby was old. She was 18, 17, 18. So we would always meet at Applebee's because it was like 5 minutes from my house. It was like Applebee's, yes. Drove my own car. Okay. I trust no man. Don't trust the man, ladies. Don't trust them. You trust them when they give you a reason to trust them. Until then, they are the stranger. They are the killer. You don't know them. Don't get in their car. And don't let them go to your husband. So the boy's 26. She left her husband with 3 kids. Aisha, 37, pediatric nurse, was married for a short time. He was staying out cheating. Okay. When did he start staying out? You didn't know he was a man that liked staying out? Those are questions you are to ask before you get married. He's going out every night. What? Why? Why he going out every night? What reason he got to be going out every night? Okay. She said she was left with nothing. She had to run for her life. She took her kids, lived in the shelter for 3 months. It was the hardest choice she had to make, but she didn't want to lose her kids. So she had to pack her kids up. The authorities got involved. She was in the shelter, and she wants a guy who's compassionate. And I guess because of what she's been through and her experiences, that she feels that she wants somebody who's kind and compassionate. So I can see that. Okay. Christine. Christine is the perfect example, ladies, of what you should not do. Okay? I'm gonna do the review on first episode. She was walking around. You want to get married and have a baby. You want to get married and have a but I want to have a baby. You want to get married. Don't do that. First of all, she's too old to be acting like the way she. When I saw her walking, I was like, who's that Jezebel? She's like the hood Jezebel. You're going to to interview for a TV show. Just this cover, all of this is out. Big booty Judy, she said. She's a lawyer though. She's a lawyer. She do divorce, she do injury, she do anything she gets, she do it. She said she wants a man who can lead. You ain't gonna find no man that can lead because you be the leader. You're aggressive. She's real manly and aggressive, and she's a lawyer. So one of in the next episode, somebody said she's a lawyer, and I'm writing something like that. I'm trying to decide should it be a blog post or should it be a book about ladies. Her and Ashima, they have the same problem. You have to leave the lawyer at the courthouse, ladies. When you are dating, you cannot be the lawyer. And she was dating like the lawyer. The guys are like, why are you interrogating me? This is not a trial. So you have to leave the lawyer at work. Ashima is a comedian. She needs to leave the comedian at the club. She says she's very ambitious and she's aggressive. So when you are aggressive, ladies, you're going to attract feminine men who want to be led because you're the aggressor, you're the alpha female, and you're the leader. And so you want a man who is the alpha male who's going to lead, but you're not going to attract that because that's who you are. So again, like Alexis and whoever else, you want a masculine man, an alpha male, and you're wondering, why can't I attract alpha male? I want a leader. I want somebody who can lead. I want somebody who can take control. Because when you meet the man, he looks at you, he listens to you, and he's in his head, he's thinking, you're just like a man. So you can't attract what you want because when you meet what you want, the man is seeing that you're just like him and he don't want somebody who's just like him. He's not looking for another alpha male. He's looking for a very soft, feminine woman. And so Christina, I'll just let y'all know, she was the first one to be sent home, and I guessed it right. She was going to be the first one to stay home because she was walking around the man like a little puppy dog. You want to get married and have a baby? You want to get married and have a baby? You want to get married? And she was interrogating the guys, and the guys don't like that. She wants a man that can lead. She's a natural protector. That's not your role. Women are not supposed to be protectors, other than us protecting our children. Men are to profess their love, provide for us, and protect us. Women, we are to support him, honor him, and respect him. And so when my husband comes home, he had it out earlier, with his blueprints, and they all look alike. They all look like this, his blueprints, and he spread them out on the table. And he's like, baby, look. And they all look like this. And I'm like, oh, wow. It was this. It was, oh my God, Michael, you did that. Oh my God, I am so proud of you. Ah, that's what they want. That's what they want. So you being the natural protector, she ain't gonna be. That's why they sent her home. It was like, girl, don't. All the men voted to send her home because she was just like one of them. Angie, 37, author. She write all kind of different authors. She was very funny. I like her. She said her number one on the list is that her man has to be financially secure. I agree. And then she thought to herself, she said, you know what, Angie, that can't be number one. And then she's like, because I want a man that's going to treat me right. And then she's like, well, maybe that should be number two. And then she said she wants the sex. And she said, well, maybe sex is number three and money is number one and man to treat her right is number two. And she said, if number two is right, she's going to work on number three. She said she wants a man to be financially stable. You don't got to be a multimillionaire, but you got to have your own. I like that. I like that, Angie. And she says swag turns her on. Somebody who's edgy. I don't want no edgy man. Okay. Mm-mm. You're gonna be like Whitney and Bobby. No. Oh my God. Okay. The last one is Ashima. I like her. She's 39. She's a comedian. She's raw. Listen to what she says. She says she meet a lot of guys And they call and they Skype. Then it dies down. Her cousin said guys don't take her seriously. Their friend zone her. She said a lot of guys they meet her and they put her in the home girl category. But she wants to show that she has a serious side and she wants to share her life with somebody. Now, the reason why her and Christina have the same problem, they don't know how to separate. She got to leave the comedian in the club. The reason why everybody put her in the homegirl category and the friend category and their friend zone her is because she's acting like a friend. You're being the comedian. You're on a date and you're being a comedian. Even in episode 1, when they were talking, when the guys, you know how guys, up, brother, here she go, jumping in. She's just like one of the guys. There was one guy that likes her. Let's see who it is. She was picked to go home too. Christine was picked to go home and Ashima because I don't think none of the guys liked her. Ashima. Darren. Darren likes Ashima. Where's Darren? 35, personal trainer. So I think because Darren said he liked her, they kept her, and nobody liked Christina. Everybody sent Christina home. Felicia, hey. Shaka said Christina's like an attack dog. So they sent Christina home. She walked off the stage, and I'll do that in part 2 and say, they ain't ready for a real woman. No, they don't want another man. You're acting just like a man. Okay? So Ashima is always friend zone because Ashima is always acting like the girlfriend. You can't be the girlfriend, ladies. You can't be scratching and you can't do that. I am Tasia. Hey girl, Tasia, did you go on my blog? I need to go on my blog, DannySiltonBlog.com. Get your free sample so I could get your address so I can send you the book, okay? I owe you a book. You cannot be the girlfriend. Because the way the guys look at you. Do you think when I was dating Michael, the way I talk here with y'all and laugh, do you think I was like that with him? No, no. It's so funny. Oh my God. Oh, thank you. That's what they want. You can't be the girlfriend. You have to be dainty and you have to be different. And you can't be you go over there at the football game for what's the thing they do in February, the whatever, the football. You could tell I'm not too sporty. What's the sport thing they do with the football players, right? And even though I love me some Tom Brady. Child. Woo, Tom Brady. Love me. Super Bowl. Thank you, I am Tasia. Super Bowl. You go over there to Super Bowl and you're dating. You do not act like you're at the Super Bowl. Okay? You act like that when we're together. You scratch when we're together. You put your foot up when you you do that when we're together. The girls are together. When you're with him, you sitting. Go ahead, Tom Brady. Go ahead. Now, Tom, go ahead, Mom. That's what I'm talking about. You can't do that. You can't. And that's Ashima. I like her. I'm like, ooh. So that's I was like, oh, that's a friend, right? That's like a homegirl. Sure enough, all the boys want to put her in the friend category. And everybody wants to put her, everybody, because she's being the comedian. You cannot be the comedian on a date. You cannot be the lawyer on a date. You cannot be the doctor on a date. You can't be the nurse. You cannot be the social worker on a date. You can't be, you got to leave her in the office, lock her up, and leave her there. And be the girl, the woman that they want. Okay. But at the same time, you have to be who they really want. Like my husband was looking for Condoleezza Rice and Michelle Obama because Condoleezza Rice is extremely brilliant, 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 brilliant. He said, you ain't got to be smart like Condoleezza, but you at least got to be like Michelle. And he was looking for Janet Jackson and Mary Poppins. That's what my husband told me. When I was writing this book, I think I wrote it in here. Condoleezza Rice, Michelle Obama, because they're really smart women. Brilliant. My husband loves smart women. Janet Jackson, because she's sexy. And Mary Poppins, because she's a good woman, motherly type. So if you're not what they're looking for, you're just not it. But don't go over there being the lawyer, being the comedian, be the hood girl, be the friend. You have to be different. And so Christina and Ashima have the same problem. And I hope somebody will pull her to the side and say, girl, you cannot be the friend. Okay? That's why everybody put her in the category, the girlfriend, and she's just a homegirl category, but nobody want to date her. She just said she's tired of spending Valentine's or Christmas by herself. She ain't got nobody. And if she meet guys, after a while, it just kind of die off. Because they're like, oh, she's just a friend. Think about it, ladies. You know how we meet that guy and he likes you a whole lot, but you just see him as a friend, as your brother. All right. So, what do you guys think about the season so far? What do you guys think of the guys? And link and come over. Come over. Remember my blog. Let me put that in. Go get your free sample of the book. I'm going to read something for you, Jens Hilton. JensHiltonBlog.com. What did initially I am Tasia, you missed my part about John. Initially, because girl, I was like, you're kidding me. Not one of those guys I would go out with. So initially I thought, well, maybe. And then on episode 1, I ain't like him. I don't like him. He sounded like he cheats. He didn't want to spend no money on that woman. But it's good that he's celibate, because in the next episode they ask, does it still work? Because they're not used to men being celibate for that long. Okay. That was funny. Okay. I think I'm going to read for you guys Mr. Big Dingaling. Okay. Mr. Big Dingaling. Since who was it who wanted the big dingaling? Lord child, she said she wanted out with the big dingaling. Oh, that big thing. Tondi. Tondi wanted the big dingaling. So let me read Mr. Big Dingaling for you before I go to bed. What time is it? 10:21. Wow. Okay, Mr. Big. This is from my book, 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet on Social Media. How to be wise as serpent and harmless as doves in dating. Go to my blog, JanetHiltonBlog.com. Get your free sample in your inbox and just pre-order the book, okay? And I'll mail them out as soon as I get them. And it's currently on sale for $15.99. Next week is going back to $19.99. I'm Tisha. Why do you think we judge men being celibate and not women? Because it's not expected for a man to be celibate, right? We think that men are dogs, all men are dogs. And that's not true. I'm working on something about that. And also, my daddy said, you got to get that thing out. It has to come out, he said. Okay? So when you say You being celibate, does that mean no jerking off? Nothing? I think that's what they're thinking, like, you celibate. Because they're thinking, unless he lay with another woman, he's celibate, but you jerking off. You know what I mean? Okay. Mr. Big Dingling. And this is from the section called Mr. Sex. Okay. Mr. Big Dingling. Mr. Big Dingling. Like Mr. Dingling Print, this guy is known for having a big dingling. Ladies, be sure to share this out. If you have a community tab, share it out for me. I am amazed at the number of women who said they either got with a guy or married him because he has a big dingling. Many women put up with and deal with a lot of mess and foolishness from Mr. Big Dingling. He doesn't work, can't provide for her and the kids. But she is still with him because he has a big dingling. I should probably do this reading by itself, right? Like Mr. Dingling Prince, he will send unsolicited pictures because he knows that many women will go crazy over his big dingling. At the publication of this book, there's a well-known couple who broke up, and she's dating another man. Her ex-boyfriend posted pictures and a video of his dingling. The internet was going crazy, wild, and many women were asking why his ex-girlfriend broke up with him. Many women said they would have stayed with him and put up with any issues he had because he had a big dingling. In the meantime, other women said Mr. Dingling is annoying, but after seeing his pictures, they would put up with him. Others said he could get their cookie any day. I thought this was funny. But it's unfortunate at the same time because many women choose a man based only on the size of his dingling and tolerate a lot of mistreatment. This Mr. Big Dingling treated his ex-girlfriend terribly. And now people are saying they can see why she stayed with him for so long. Thumbs up, thumbs up, slide. Ladies, please do not choose a man solely based on the fact that he has a big dingling. There's so much more to marriage. If you take away his big dingling, who is he? Can he protect and provide for you? If his big dingling doesn't work, what's left of him? Sitting on the couch with nothing to do? Do you like him? These are questions as women we need to ask about our potential suitor. 23 types of guys you might meet on social media is available on my blog, Jan Something Blog. You can get a free sample. And it's all about the different types of guys you might meet on social media. Let me run them down and then we're going to run because I got to get up early tomorrow. Mr. Sex, that's Mr. Big Dingling. Mr. Take What You Can Get. Mr. Sexy, Mr. Eye Candy, and Mr. Physical. You know I like him. Mr. Bait, Mr. Character, aka Mr. Personality, Mr. Representatives, Mr. Fates, Mr. Build-A-Males, Mr. Homosexual, Mr. Situationship, Mr. Professional, Mr. Sexuality, Mr. Crown Myself, Mr. Toxic, Mr. Purpose, Mr. Gift of Gab, Mr. Sensitivity, Mr. Nurser Purse, Mr. Kryptonite. I read Mr. Kryptonite on my other video. Listen to it. Mr. Devil, demons and distractions. Ladies, sometimes the devil will send a man in your life just to distract you. Mr. Psalm 23, husband, aka Mr. Shepherd, Mr. Husband, and a man named Jesus. Get your free sample on my blog, Genesis the blog. What do you guys think about Ready to Love so far? What y'all think? 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 And please, I have a few blog posts on my blog. I'm still working on it, but leave a comment on one of those blogs for me. On one of those posts for me. Let me see if anybody left me a message. This girl is crazy. So what y'all think? Who do you think is the next couple to go home? And what do you guys think about Mr. Big Dingling? I am Tasia, Christina. Who else is on? Felicia. What do you think about Mr. Big Dingling? I'm gonna do probably I'll wake up in the morning and do some readings for you guys. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Oh Lord. Again, I am wearing my hat for our sisters who are winning against cancer, breast cancer. Breast cancer, any sickness, any disease is a demonic attack from the pits of hell. I'm trying to tell you. Because you think babies, children have cancer. It's an attack. It's demonic. It's the devil. We need to pray and do everything we can. Go get screening, go get or whatever we need to do, and we need to pray for our sisters and brothers because now men are being diagnosed with breast cancer. Okay. So I think I have a few hats on my blog. If it's not there, it will be there. My VA, my virtual assistant will put them up for me. They should be there. But if they're not, just check back. I am Tasia. I think it's stage and more acting. I don't see any of them together. Oh, you think it's stage? Really? Huh. I need to pay attention. I'll let you know what I think next episode. I'm gonna try to do the next episode tomorrow morning. And I'm also doing Married to Medicine review. So far, the traffic is not a lot. I don't know if it's because I'm behind. I started off episode 1, 2, and 3 this week, and I might do episode 4 tomorrow. So I'm not sure about the traffic, but I'm gonna see how it goes. Maybe I need to not watch live, but just do a review. Felicia, none of the guys seem serious. None of them. They just look like they're looking for some kitty. Yes, women can fall for a lot of women do. I have Mr. Get a Dingling in here. Mr. Get a Dingling, 125. I got to start doing some readings from my book. Mr. Get a Dingling. Okay, how many of y'all know somebody staying with the Get a Dingling? He don't work. She worked 5 jobs. Take care of the kids, wash, cook, clean, drop the kids off, pick them up, work her 10 jobs, come home. He's still sitting on the couch playing video games. I don't know how women do it. I don't know. I couldn't be with no man that work. Oh no, honey. Oh no. All right. Anything else before I run? Twana, hey Twana, girl. I think I gave you credit because I was like, Twana was like, girl, what you talking about? You watched the wrong thing. And I watched it and was like, I love it. I love it. I love Twana. Go to my blog, Janice Hilton blog, and get a free sample of my new book, 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet on Social Media. I just did a reading. So rewind. I'm not sure if it was on. Twana said, I wasn't feeling the guys or the girls really seemed like they both wanted a shot at the yes. Because I heard a lot of the couples, a lot of the people from last season was doing speaking engagements and stuff because they was on TV. So I don't know. I if I had met any of those guys out there and at an event, I wouldn't have given none of them my number. Not one of them. None of them would have gotten my number. Oh, excuse me. Not one of them. I wasn't interested in any of them. Thank you. What did y'all say about John? I'm late. um, so initially I was bothered because I didn't like none of the guys. None. And then I'm like, come on, I have to at least like one of them. So when I saw John interview, I was like, okay, maybe I could like him. But then he sounded a little cheap because he didn't want to spend the money on the lady. But on the first episode, I was like, oh no, I knew they was gonna send John home. He was preaching to the people, and I'm like, you can't preach on no day. You gotta get the information first. You gotta get the data first before you start preaching. No, honey, he was out here preaching to the people, and everybody wanted to send him home. Uh, did I miss something? Okay, yeah, feeling the guys. Right, right. Felicia, who? John? John? Felicia? You think so? I don't know. I didn't pick that up. But maybe I'll watch the first episode and I'll see what I can pick up. But I didn't pick anything up. Hmm. Did anybody else pick that up? I didn't pick that up about John. But I was taking notes at the same time. So maybe I missed it. 10 people in here, 4 thumbs up. Come on, guys, check those thumbs up for me. Please share this out if you have a community tab. And I don't know if I should watch it live or anything. I did watch it live last Saturday. There was nobody was on because it's a little late. It comes on 10 o'clock on Saturday night, but that's kind of good for me because I can sleep, take a nap, and I can wake up. So I'll see if I watch it live again, and if I don't get enough traffic, then I'll just do the review on it. Okay. I am Tasia. He was kind of weird for other reasons, but I don't like that they were trying to say stuff about him being celibate because they're not used to that. They're not used to men saved men. Thank you guys for those thumbs up. I really appreciate them. If you have a community tab, just press share for me. And remember, Janice Hilton blog, you get your free sample of my book, 23 Types of Guys. They're not used to that. Even Ashira, Ashira, the comedian, she was saying she was liking him at first, but she said, I got to at least try it out. So they were kind of making fun of him, but you don't need, ladies, stop telling people you're celibate. I have that in here, Mr. Celibate. Stop telling guys that you're a virgin. Keep that to yourself. They don't need to know. Okay, Mr. Celibate in here. When you tell a man you're celibate, you become a challenge, more of a challenge. So then he's going to work at getting you to not being celibate anymore, and then you'll be gone. So stop telling guys, men, you're celibate. Stop telling men you're virgin. That shouldn't be coming up in the first one, two, or three conversations. If he brings sex up, say, no, I just, I don't want to talk about that right now. Okay. And pay attention to how he reacts. Is it, oh, okay. Or he gonna keep on pressing you and keep on pressing you. If he keep on pressing you and keep on pressuring you, you already know. You know. Bye. Okay. That's why y'all need this book, 23 Times of Gods. Because sometimes you don't have to say nothing like, my number two was he had to be a tither. So if I'm out talking to a man and I find out he's not a tither, I'm not gonna argue with him. I'm not gonna try to make him become a tither. I just know in my head, this is it. I ain't gonna talk to you no more. I'm gonna ghost you. Bye. Okay. And Tage, a lot of them are only following for the for the dingling, right? It is important. Absolutely. These days they want it in the first 3 dates. You already know some things when the men do, especially for those of us who are in the body of Christ. If we say we know we're supposed to be celibate, or we're supposed to be waiting until marriage and he's pressuring you, that's a sign. You don't need anything more than that. Move on. I'm not saying people don't fall, that's not what I'm saying. But if this man he's pressuring you for sex and and naked pictures and all of that, you already know you got that information, you need to move on. Forbidden fruit, hey girl. Oh my God, I haven't seen or spoken to you forever. I am telling you, it does come up. It does come up, and you say, I don't want to talk about that right now. Pay attention to what he does or what he says afterwards. Because if he continues to pressure you or continue to come on, let's talk about it, you already know that's not the man for you. Okay. How you doing, Forbidden Fruit? My new book, Forbidden Fruit. I have a new book out. It's not the one I told you about. It's not Forbidden Fruit. It's the new one. Go to my blog for a free sample, jansholtonblog.com. Okay. Maybe tomorrow night I'm gonna have a new computer because this computer's acting up, and it's so funny because hubby had already said he's gonna give the baby this computer, and then it started acting up. So, from if I am well, can't complain. Good, good. Yes, thank you. It's on my blog. It's on sale for $15.99, but you also get a free sample of the book. 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet on social media. Okay. So I'm reviewing Ready to Love, Forbidden Fruit. Do you watch that show, Ready to Love? Ready to love, ready to love, ready to love. Okay, so I did the live watch for the sneak peek and episode one. So make sure you watch that. I'm going to try to do the review for episode one tomorrow. I already have my notes. See, I have my notes already because I watched it and took notes while I was watching it. But I'll watch it again just in case I missed anything while I was talking to you guys. All right. Thank you guys for those thumbs up. Remember, go to my blog, janetSimpsonblog.com. You'll get a free sample of my latest book, 23 Types of Guys You May Meet on Social Media. It will come right in your email. The book is also on sale on my blog for $15.99. And I think that's going until the end of this week because it was my birthday. I had a birthday on Saturday. And I'll probably do my birthday party Saturday morning or something. I'll have donuts and cakes and stuff for you guys. Okay. And then we'll talk more about my book and I'll do some readings for you guys. All right. Anything else before I run? I have a busy day tomorrow. How is everyone doing? Hope all is well. Anything else before I run? And remember, I am wearing my hat in support of sisters and brothers winning against breast cancer. I have a very, very good friend of mine that passed this year. She was my age of breast cancer. Um, I think these hats are on my blog. If it's not there, it will be there in the next hour or two. I think my virtual assistant is putting it up for me. Yes, honey, I do have an assistant, virtual assistant that do a lot of my help me with a lot of the blog stuff. So she'll put those up for me. And remember, I review Married to Medicine. Love the show. It's good for married couples. Married at First Sight. Love that show. I'm going to be doing an update tomorrow, Saturday. So watch out for that. Have a great night, everyone. Did you get her through Fiverr? Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Oh, and I need to share my Fiverr link too. I need to share that. Okay. All right. I love you guys. Tasia, email me, girl. Email me. Okay. Janice Hilton is on my email. Go into my blog and where it says contact, send me an email and get the free sample. And let me know what you guys think about the free sample. Okay. Because I do the free sample for my book. I did it for The Naked Wife. Um, After I wrote The Naked Wife, which is 275 pages, I said I was never going to write such a big book again. This one is more, child. It's almost 400. I got cut back on these big books. And then also my other book that I wrote for my daughter, In Christ I Am. I was about to say Danielle has this, but she's not on. All right. Any other questions before I go? Go to my blog, free sample of the book. Send me an email. Contact me. All right. I love you guys. I'm gonna do the episode 1 tomorrow review. There's a lot of nuggets, good nuggets. This is a good show, single ladies, to watch to see the type of guys, 23 types of guys that's on there, but also listen to what the ladies are saying so you can learn not to be like them. Christina, Shami, Ashima, okay? You can't be the lawyer. Leave the lawyer in the courthouse. Lock her up. Say, see you tomorrow. Yes, I'm on Instagram too. I don't think I've even posted my new book on Instagram. Yes, yes. All right, guys. Thank you for those thumbs up. I appreciate you. I love you guys. Anybody's going live, let me know. Leave it on my blog or something. Ashima's a comedian. Yes, she's a comedian, but she don't know how to leave the comedian on the stage. You have to leave her there. When she's dating, she cannot be the comedian. That's why a lot of the guys, she said, her cousins told her, her male cousin now, said, no one takes you seriously. Why? Because she's being the comedian. And she Skypes and she talks. She'll meet a lot of guys. They Skype and they talk, but then it dies out. And they always put her in the friend zone and the girlfriend category. That's because she's being the comedian. And you can't be the comedian when you're dating. When you're on the date, you can't be that person. Okay? They're not trying to marry a comedian. You have to be who you're going to be when you're married at home as a husband, with your husband. You have to be the soft girl. You have to be the caring girl. You have to be all about him because that's what they want. You can't be the loud ghetto girl. You have to be the calm, sweet, soft spoken girl they can take to meet President Barack Obama. Okay? You can't be Shanae. We're not taking Shanae. We ain't gonna take Shanae to go meet the president. We gonna leave her at home. Okay? You've seen her live, I am Tasia. Yeah, she's that person on the show, and she cannot be that person on the show. She gotta leave that person. All right. I love you. I'm gonna run. Um, I have to send some stuff over to my virtual assistant. All right, I have to go, guys. I love you. Meet with me again, maybe tomorrow morning. I'll probably do some readings from my book, or I'll do the show live. I don't know. We'll see when I wake up, what time I wake up. All right, I love you. I'm gonna run. Thank you, guys. Remember my blog and remember my book. Got to go. Love you. Bye. Love you guys. Thumbs up.